I would motivate anyone who's sitting on the fence right now, feeling bogged down by their debt, to sit down and make a plan and stick to it and be consistent. So I've been on this debt payoff journey for about 5 months now. In January, we made 5 payments for a total of $3,301. In the month of February, we paid a total of $3,000, and we brought the balance down to $17,488.03. The total paid off on the Oberlin College loan for the month of March was $3,127.35. And the total that we paid overall on all of our loans, including the automated payment to the Clarkson loan, was $3,427.35. The total remaining on the Oberlin College loan at the end of April was $11,411.45. For us, that also means that we only have 3 more months left on our debt snowball for the Oberlin College loan, and that feels so good. I'm relatively new to the game, but I think I've learned so much by going on this journey, and I'd like to share those things with you all. One of the first things that I've learned on this journey is consistency. It's so important, and it translates into so many different areas of life. Consistency in terms of making a consistent plan, sticking to it consistently, making those payments, consistently checking in on that plan to make sure that everyone in the family is on board, making sure that the payments that we want to make balances with our lifestyle, and that consistency has paid off for us. We've seen the total debt shrink just in 5 months from $23,000 down to 11 something thousand, and at the time when we're filming this video, it is now $9,000 from being $31,000 in student loan debt. 31,000, 9,000. That's a huge difference. Paying off 2/3 of the debt in less than a year. That is amazing. And that consistency has taught me that if I put my mind to something and if I focus on it, that thing, I will get better at it. Just so consistency is a part of just developing a growth mindset in general, is reinforced by going on a debt snowball journey. Something else that I've learned is to keep myself motivated and to keep my eyes on the prize, to remind myself of why I'm doing this. So for my husband and I, that looks like sitting down and talking about the future. What would we like our lives to look like in 5 years, 10 years? Where do we want to live? What kind of lifestyle do we want to support? How much money do we need to support that lifestyle? And what is hindering us from that lifestyle? A little bit of the thing that's hindering us right now is that we have monthly payments that are not paying down on our net worth. They're not investments, they're payments on things that are actually accumulating interest instead of gaining interest. And so our first step in the process of getting to the lifestyle we want, which is financial freedom, financial independence. Financial freedom for us means not having monthly payments. I have a few tips for keeping motivated when you're on your debt-free journey. First tip is to get insight from folks who have done it before. One of my favorite ways to do that when I had just started on this journey was to listen to folks' debt-free screams. I listened to Dave Ramsey. He's one of the loudest financial advisor voices out there on YouTube, iTunes, on any podcast provider, on the radio. He's been doing this for decades at this point and has trained other people in the art of the debt snowball. My husband and I, we still want to have fun and enjoy our lives while we're not yet old. A lot of those principles that we're learning from the Dave Ramsey community are very useful and helpful, and help to point us in the direction of other folks who might be applying some of the same principles in a different way, getting multiple viewpoints and perspectives on managing finances has been so useful. Listening to folks tell their stories about how much debt they paid off on incomes that were much smaller than mine, which sounds like, the oppression Olympics, but it really motivated me to hear that. Okay, folks who had gone through significant hardship and tragedy put their minds to paying off their debts that were either greater than mine or paying off debts that were comparable to mine with less income. Really let me know that it was possible. And so listening to those in the morning when I woke up kept my mind on the money kept me thinking about how possible it was, and it just reaffirmed for me that I already had the tools that I needed to get this done, and that I just needed to apply the knowledge that I already had. Another thing that I do is I watch other YouTube videos. I'm making this video right now, but for the whole month of April, I've been watching other people's journeys, and they keep me motivated, seeing that folks are paying down on 6 figures worth of debt, or people have found ways to increase their salary in order to make larger debt payments. Folks who are out here getting multiple side hustles. For me, I would love to have a side hustle that paid passive income, but right now I'm actually focused on increasing my capacity to do well in my current career. And so I am focusing on doing my job and doing it well, so that eventually, if an opportunity presents itself, I can take it, and then I will be rewarded and compensated for becoming better at my craft. That's looked like reading books on management, reading books on other things that would help me to be better at my job, knowing that that will then give me a larger income stream, that will give me something else to throw at my debt, so that eventually I will have excess income that I could use to then fund the lifestyle that I want to live. Speaking of reading, I would say read books from people who've done this before, who have money. But I am learning from folks who have built multiple 6-figure, 7-figure businesses by reading. So I don't know them. I don't have folks in my current vicinity that have those experiences. There are people who have put those experiences into paper form. So listening to podcasts, audibles, or reading books, watching YouTube videos, etc. Just get information from folks who've done this before. Another thing is to reshape your limiting beliefs concerning money. What are the things that keep us in a negative mindset concerning money? One of our limiting beliefs was, oh, we're never going to pay off this debt. Clearly, 5 months into our debt snowball payoff journey, we've seen that that is not true. We're seeing the debt shrink before our eyes. If we really believe that, then we never attack and we never pay it off. That's a limiting belief that's popular in culture broadly. Our friends feel the same way about it. When we confronted that limiting belief, applied a budget to the problem, and saw that using basic middle school math that we could get out of debt in a time frame that was reasonable for us, we decided to do it, and it is paying off. It's happening faster than what we had originally anticipated. We have more money and more space in our budget than we even thought, and it's been great. What are the other limiting beliefs that you might have about money? Rich people are bad people, so if I'm a good person, then I shouldn't have money. Or more money, more problems. Are these beliefs that we have that limit our ability to even hold on and control our personal finances? I think folks are even turned off about even talking about money, even though it's something that we use every single day. We have to pay bills, we use money to do that. We have to pay rent, we use money to do that. In order to get food and basic necessities, we need money. Why is it that we have such a negative mindset around money, and why is it that we cannot discuss money as a society? Making a discussion about money a positive thing that happens in our family has been a mindset that was cultivated, and so I think that that's helped us greatly on this debt snowball journey, to confront those limiting beliefs and to present ourselves with additional viewpoints that would help us to reframe our mindset and to motivate us to look at money in a positive way, so that when money comes to us, it works for us instead of against us. One Dave Ramseyism that is not something that he created, but that he says on his show a lot that really resonates with me, is that what you focus on grows. In this debt payoff journey, I focused on positivity and building myself up and increasing my income stream by increasing my knowledge and my capability. And I think that that's paid off greatly in terms of just feeling pumped and ready to go every month when the paychecks come in, and not feeling like I've lost anything because I know I'm making payments, down payments on my future, and that future is getting ever closer the more that I chip away at this debt. Debt payoff is truly a journey. You gotta start with baby steps, and I don't mean the Dave Ramsey baby steps, right? And I think it's wonderful that he talks about that. I think it's wonderful that he talks about having an emergency fund, creating a safety net, and then beginning to invest and owning things full out in cash. The baby steps at first felt like baby steps, but now it feels like I am just out in the open field and I am running and I am free. I feel like it's not just staggering through the wilderness, but it's like the emergence of spring. It's like you water the plant and it's a little dry right now, but eventually the buds emerge and then you start to see leaves and all of a sudden everything's in full bloom. That's how this journey has felt for me. And I would motivate anyone who's sitting on the fence right now, feeling bogged down by their debt, to sit down and make a plan and stick to it and be consistent. Don't forget to like the video, leave a comment below, and to subscribe for more updates. We post at least on a weekly basis, and if you hit the notification bell, you'll be sure to know when our next video drops. Thanks for watching!